Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aman Kumar Singh. Today we will study about the sequence and series. What is sequence? Sequence is the order in which numbers are arranged, and each number in a sequence is called as term. And it is not necessary that each term in a sequence can be represented by a specific formula. So this is the definition of sequence. And what is the example of sequence? Let us suppose set of prime number. Suppose second example is set of even number, and third example is set of odd number. So this is the example of sequence. Next we will study about the series. There are three types of series. First is arithmetic progression, second is geometric progression, and third one is harmonic progression. First we will study about the arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is the series in which numbers are arranged in a sequence and difference between the terms are same. Suppose this is a general expression of AP. General expression where A is the first term and D is the common difference. A is first term and D is common difference. Suppose ABC are in AP, then we can say that B equal to A plus C by 2, and here B is the arithmetic mean of this AP. Now we will see some examples of AP. For example, set of natural number, set of even number. So third example is root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2. Fourth example is 5, 10, 15, 20, dash. So these are the examples of AP. And one thing is common in these examples are difference between these two terms is same. So how to calculate the nth term of an AP? So this is the formula. Which is used to calculate the AP. Here A is the first term and N is the nth term and D is the common difference. And how to calculate the sum of n terms of an AP? N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1 D. And sum of n terms of an AP also can be write as, we can also write N by 2 A plus L. Here L is the last term. So these are two formulas of AP. And suppose if three terms are in AP, then how to write these three terms? A minus D, A plus D. And how to write four terms in AP? A minus 3D, comma A minus D, comma a plus d comma a plus 3d. And how to write 5 terms in AP? Suppose 5 terms are in AP. A minus 2d comma a minus d comma a plus d comma a plus 3d. So this is all about the AP. Now we will solve some examples of AP. So first question, if 3 by 4 comma a comma 2 are in AP, find A. We have to find A in this question. So we know that in AP difference between two terms are same. So A minus 3 by 4 becomes equal to 2 minus A. So 2A becomes equal to 2 minus 3 by 4. This becomes equal to 5 by 4 2A. So A becomes equal to 5 by 8. So A, this is the answer of this question. A is equal to 5 by 8. Now we will solve the second example. Find next term of this AP. Root 18 comma root 32. And what will come in next step? We know that 8 becomes equal to root 8 becomes equal to 4 into 2. So this becomes equal to 2 root 2. And what about root 18? Root 18 can be write as 9 into 2 root. So this becomes equal to 3 root 2. And similarly, root 32 becomes equal to 16 into 2 root. So difference between these two terms becomes equal to root 2. And similarly, difference between these two terms becomes equals to root 2. So next term will be 5 root 2. 5 root 2 becomes equal to 25 into 2. And answer is root 50. This is the answer of this question. Now we will solve next question. Which term of AP (92, 88, 84) that is 0. 0 here, 0 is the nth term of an AP, and we have to tell the which term is the 0. So we have to apply this formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. And what is d here? D is 88 minus 92. This is minus 4, and a is first term, which is 92, and an is 0. So we know that 0 is an is 0. 92 plus n minus 1 into d. So 92 minus 4 n minus 1. So here n becomes equal to 24. So this is the answer of this question. 0 is 14th term of this AP. Sorry, 24th term of this AP. Now we will solve next question. Next question says that fifth term of AP are 5 and 13th term of AP is, sorry, here is -3. Then what will be with the 24th term of AP? So we have to tell the 24th term of this AP. 24th term. So we know that formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. And what is a5 becomes equal to 5, which is equal to a plus 4d. And what is 13 here? A13 is a plus 12d. And after subtracting we will get this will become equals to -3. And d will become as d is equal to -1. And after this we have to calculate the 24th term. A24 is becomes equal to a plus 23 into d. What is d here? D is -1. And how to calculate for the first term? After putting this value in this equation, which is become equal to 4 into -1. So a becomes equal to 9. So first term will be 9. 9 minus 23. This becomes equal to -14. So 24th term of this AP becomes equal to -14. So this is the answer of this question. Now we will solve next question. Suppose 10th term from end of AP 7, 10, 13 and dash 184. 184 is the last term of this AP. So we have to find out the 10th term from the end of this AP. So apply this formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. What is an? 184. What is first term? First term is here 7. So n minus 1 d. What is common difference here? Common difference is 3. 10 minus 7. 177. 3 n minus 1. N is 60. N comes here 60. So we have to calculate the 10th term. So 10th term from end is 51th term. So 51th term becomes equal to a plus n minus 1 d. So what is first term here? 7 plus 51 minus 1 is 50. So d is 3. So answer will become 157. So 15th term of this AP is 157. Now we will solve next question. Next question is about sum of AP. 5 plus 9 plus 13 plus up to 23 terms. We have to calculate the sum of these 23 terms. And what is the formula to calculate the sum? Sum of 23 terms is n by 2, 2a bracket में 2a plus n minus 1 d. And what is n here? N is 23. And what is first term here? First term is 5. So 2 into 5 plus 22 into, and here common difference is 4, which is 9 minus 5 is 4. So after solving this expression, we will get the answer will become 1127. So this is the answer of this question. Next question is (0.7) plus 0.71 plus 0.72 plus dash up to 100 terms. And here we have to calculate the sum of 100 terms. Here n is becomes equal to 100 and a is 0.7, which is first term, and common difference is here 0.01. Then what is the formula to calculate the sum of 100 terms? N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. And here n is 100, so 100 by 2, 2 into 0.7. A is the first term is 0.7, and n minus 1 is 99 into d. D is here 0.01. And after solving these values, we will get answer 1195. Sorry, 119.95. This is the answer of this question. Now we will solve next question. Next question is sum of n terms of AP is 3n square plus 2n, and here we have to calculate the common difference. So here we have to calculate the common difference, and sum of n terms of AP is given as 3n square plus 2a. Sorry, here 2n. So how to calculate? We know that the formula sum of n terms is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. So after multiplying these values into the bracket, then we will get n minus 1 d upon 2, a n plus n square minus n t by 2. an plus n square d by 2 minus n d by 2. And after comparing this expression, this becomes equal to 3n square plus 2n. And after comparing the coefficient of this term and this term, we will know that d by 2 becomes equal to 3. So d becomes equal to 6. So common difference comes out to be 6. This is the answer of this question. So now we will solve next question. What is next question? First term and fifth term of AP are minus 14 and 2 respectively. So we have to calculate the sum of n terms is 40. Then we have to find n. So how to find n? N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. So first term is minus 14, a5 is a plus 4d becomes equal to 2. Then minus 14 plus 4d becomes equal to 2. So 4d is 16. So here d is 4. So now we will put the value of a and d in this expression. N by 2, 2 into minus 14 plus n minus 1 into 4. So it becomes 40 into 40 becomes equal to n into minus 28 plus 4n minus 4 and minus 32 plus 4n becomes equal to 90. This is common. n square minus 32n becomes equal to 80. So 4n square minus 32n minus 80. Now we will divide this equation by 4. Then we will get 8n n square minus 8n minus 20 becomes equal to 0. Now after factorizing this equation, minus 10n plus 2n minus 20 becomes equal to 0. Now we will take common here, n minus 10 plus 2 n minus 10. So here we will get two values of n becomes equal to 10 and minus 2. So value of n cannot be negative, so that's why here value of n is only 10. So answer is 10. So our next topic is geometric progression. Geometric progression is a series in which ratio of two terms is same, and this is the general expression of GP. and here A is the first term and R is common ratio. If, for example, if A, B, C are in GP, then we can say that B becomes equal to root AC and B is here geometric mean. So this is the basic terms about the GP. Now we will see some examples of GP. Example number 1, 3, 6, 12, 48, and 5, 10, 20, 40, 80, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So these are the examples of GP, and here one thing is common in these three examples. Ratio of two consecutive terms is same in all these examples. And if, for example, three terms are in GP, then how to write these three terms? AYR, AR. If four terms are in GP, then how to write these four terms? AYR cube, AYR, AR cube. So how to write if five terms are in GP? If five terms are in GP, then AYR square, AYR, AR square. So these are five terms. Now we will see some formulas of GP. So AN is equal to A R to the power n minus 1. This is the formula which is used to calculate the nth term of GP. And here A is first term and R is the common ratio and n is the number of terms. And this is the formula which is used to calculate sum of n terms of GP. And this is the formula which is used to calculate the sum of infinite terms of GP. And here, if R is less than 1, then in this case R to the power 10 tends to infinity. So that's why this term will be neglected. So formula becomes, here 1 minus R, A upon 1 minus R. This is the formula of if there are infinite number of GPs. Infinite number of terms are in GPs. Now we will see some examples of GP. Example number 1. For what value of x, the numbers minus 2 by 7, x, 2, minus 7 by 2 are in GP. So how Now to calculate the value of x, we know that in GP ratio of two terms are same. So x upon minus 2 by 7 becomes equal to minus 7 by 2 upon x. So x square becomes equal to minus 7 by 2 into minus 2 by 7. So we will get value here 1. So value of x is plus minus 1. So here we will get two values of x, plus and minus 1. And now we will solve the next question. 17th term of GP, 2 root 8, 2 comma root 8 comma 4 comma 32 root 32 comma is, we have to calculate here 70th term of this GP. So here is 2 and what is r here, root 8 upon 2. So we will get here root 2. So what is the formula of nth term of GP? A n is equal to a r to the power n minus 1. So a17 is 2 r to the root 2, 17 minus 1, 2 into, so we will get here 2 to the power n. So 2 to the power n becomes equal to 512, which is the answer. So this is the answer of this question. 512 is the 17th term of this GP. So now we will solve this next question. We have to find out the which term of GP is, this GP is 5120. Then we have to apply the nth term of this formula GP. 5120 becomes equal to, what is first term is there, 5, 2 to the power n minus 1. If we divide this value by 5, then we will get 1024 becomes equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. So we know that 1024 becomes equal to 2 to the power 10. So after comparing the powers, then we will get n is equal to 11. So this is the answer of this question. Now we will solve next question. Next question is we have to calculate the sum of these terms. 3 root 3 plus up to 10 terms. So here we have to calculate the sum of these n terms of this GP. Solution: sum of n terms becomes equal to a r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So here what is first term? First term is 1. So and what is common ratio? Common ratio is here root 3 and n is 10 minus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. So now here we will rationalize this denominator. by multiplying and dividing the value of root 3 plus 1. Into root 3 plus 1. Here we will get 242 upon 2 root 3 plus 1. This is become equal to 121 root 3. So this is the answer of this question. Now we will solve next question. In this question we have to calculate the sum of this GP. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8 plus up to 9 terms of this GP. So here A is 1, which is first term, and R is minus 1 by 2, which is calculated by dividing these two values. And what is N here? N is 9. So A R to the power N minus 1 upon R minus 1. So 1 minus 1 by 2 the power N minus 1 upon minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So here we will get upon minus 3 by 2. So here we will get 1 upon 2 to the power N 9 plus 1 into 2 by 3. So we know that 2 to the power N is becomes equal to 512 plus 1 upon 512 into 2 by 3. So here we will get 177 by 256. So this is the answer of this question. Now we will solve next question. Next question is, in a GP given that it is given that first term is 3 and nth term of GP is 96 and sum of n terms is 190 or 189, and here we have to find n. So how to find n? So we know that the formula of n terms of a n becomes equal to a to the power a r to the power n minus 1. 96 becomes equal to 3 r to the power n minus 1. So now we will divide this value, then we will get this is the first equation. Then now we will apply the sum formula. N upon 2 into 3 plus n minus 1. Sorry. What is a here? 3 r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. What is sum here? Sum is 189. So r to the power n becomes equal to 32r. Now we will put this value of r to the power n in this expression. Then we will get 63r minus 63 becomes equal to 32r minus 1. 31r becomes equal to 62. So value of r is 2. So this is the answer of this question. Now we will, sorry, this is not answer. We have to calculate the value of n. We know that 32 becomes equal to r to the power n minus 1. So now we will put the value of r here, 2 to the power n minus 1. And we know that 32 becomes equal to 2 to the power 5. So now comparing the powers, then we will get n is equal to 6. So this is the answer of this question. Now, in next question, we have to find out the sum of infinite GP. Sum of and this is 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 27 plus that infinity. So here we have to calculate the infinite GP, sum of infinite GP. So here A is 1 and R is 1 by 3, and we know that sum of n terms becomes equal to A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. So if r is less than 1, then r to the power n tends to infinity. So sum of infinite terms becomes equal to 1 upon 1 minus r. So here first term is 1 upon 1 minus 3. Then we will get 1 upon 2 minus 3. And sum becomes equal to 3 by 2. So this is the answer. Now we will solve next question. If A, B, C are in GP, then log A, log B, log C are in. So here in question it says that A, B, C are in GP. Then we have to find out then log A, log B, log C are in AP, GP or in HP. So we know that if A, B, C are in JP, then we can say that B square becomes equal to AC. Then if we take log on both sides, take log on both sides, then becomes equal to 2 log B equals to log A plus log C. So log B becomes equal to log A plus log C upon 2. So this is the arithmetic mean of this AP. So it means that log A, log B and log C are in AP. So this is the answer of this question. Now we will study about HP. What is HP? HP is a harmonic progression in which it says that if ABC are in HP, then 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C are in AP. So it means that 2 by B becomes equal to 1 upon A plus 1 upon B. Here B is the middle term and AB are these terms. So this is the formula to calculate the HP of HP. Now we will study about some special series. First is sum of n natural number. So sum of n natural number becomes equal to n plus 1 upon 2. So this is the sum formula to calculate the sum of n natural numbers. And second is sum of squares of n natural number. This is equal to n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. Third is cube of n natural number. So this is equal to n plus 1 by 2 to the power cube. So this is the formula to calculate the sum of n natural number and sum of squares of n natural number and cubes of n natural number. So this is all about the AP, GP and HP. So thank you, and please subscribe and like my channel.